By day, he's a mild-mannered massage therapist. At night, though, you can find Matt Myers at MMA matches working with fighters he trains, which is a good thing because if they get hurt, he can help heal their injuries.
I started as your typical spa massage therapist, so mostly Swedish and lomi and stuff that felt good, or what we call fluff and buff. And I've done that for years. And I realized, yeah, it feels good, but when it comes to actually treating a problem, a chronic, recurring problem, I needed to know more. I felt like there was more knowledge out there for me to gain. And I pursued ART, active release techniques. My other career is I am the co-founder, a coachette, and competitor for South Oahu Mixed Martial Arts. Hi, I'm Matt Myers, and I'm a career changer. Started school in Ka'ava, went to Kahuku High School, and ended up finishing high school in Washington State. In the States, I was a lumberjack, which I enjoyed. And I've been a tour bus driver, line cook, quite a few things. I studied biochemistry briefly and realized that it wasn't exactly the venue I wanted to pursue, and massage was a little more along the lines of what I wanted to offer. At Remington College, I studied massage therapy. I had a wonderful teacher, Ms. Kathy Julia, who inspired me to take the work to the next level. So I then branched off to work in a chiropractic setting because I felt I had a unique vision for what I wanted to create, and that was only going to happen if I took the leap and jumped out on my own. But when it comes to actually treating a problem, a chronic, recurring problem, I needed to know more. I felt like there was more knowledge out there for me to gain, and I pursued ART, active release techniques. Dr. Michael Leahy, he was an engineer and then a chiropractor. He noticed that repetitive strain injuries could be best treated with some of the methods akin to Rolfing. He began to formulate his own system, which is now what we call active release techniques, or ART. Now, a lot of times, carpal tunnel syndrome isn't the actual carpal tunnel, but somewhere along the forearm, upper arm, or even up into the brachial plexus right here. Now, if you go snip the carpal tunnel, 90% of the time you're gonna have recurring symptoms within 6 months. So when we treat that problem through a movement-based therapy, which elongates the tissue, breaks up the adhesions, we treat the root, we flush out the scar tissue that's built up, and recurrence is very low, and we do a little bit of postural education to keep the symptoms from recurring. Really common things that ART can treat and that I deal with on an everyday basis: plantar fasciitis, shin splints. In guys, we get a lot of tight calves, tight hamstrings, so that's all part of maybe sciatica. Core work, a lot of hip release. Tension headaches are huge. Low back pain is easily remedied. Carpal tunnel, tennis elbow, fixing what we call upper cross, which is where the head falls forward, shoulders kind of round as a result of maybe sitting at a desk. We fix all those things. And so I've become a very strong communicator with all groups of people. Sometimes the work that I'm doing is quite intense, and it's really working with a person and not against a person. So giving them the proper education, filling them in on what's going to happen, taking them through things step by step. I come from more of a school of discipline. You know, I think MMA has got not a bad rap over the last few years, but it's a combat sport. Where if you look back at the two oldest arts known to man, it was the healing and the martial arts. I believe that they lie on opposite ends of the spectrum from each other, so they contribute to my balance. I believe society today is quick to reach to the shelf for a quick remedy or something that covers up a symptom. Not only do you need someone like myself to help with the release or the breaking up of those scar tissue areas, but you need to train your body to maintain a proper posture. Myers Therapy can be found at 863 Halekawila and reached at 366-0411. We're online at myerstherapy.com, and we're also on Facebook.
By the way, Matt got his start in massage therapy at Remington College, one of our show sponsors. After the break, sharks up close and personal.